Welcome to Totes Recall's 100th episode. I'm Beth Gibbs, the producer of the podcast. And before we start the show, I just wanted to let everyone know that there's some fun stuff at totesrecall.com right now to celebrate our 100th episode and our 7-year anniversary. So when you're done listening to this episode, or I guess even if during the episode, you want to head to totesrecall.com, go check out that fun stuff. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to the show. We're so excited to do this for many more episodes. Enjoy the show. Totes Recall.
Oh, welcome to Totes Recall, the podcast where we talk about a movie we can't remember very well, eat 2 pizzas and 2 salads. Thank you, patrons. We're back, baby.
We are back, baby.
Watch the movie. We are back at the recording table, baby. And we're talking again about the movie now we've watched it. Isn't that fun? My name is Dan.
This is Molly.
I'm also Dan.
And I'm Beth.
And our movie, this 100th episode,
What?
7th anniversary
What?
show is 101 Dalmatians.
Close enough.
We're back, baby.
Wait, okay,
If
back
they
up.
had made 100 Dalmatians, we would watch that.
Sure.
Okay.
Back up for a second. You're telling me,
Okay.
Dan,
Yep.
we have done 100 episodes of this show?
I believe so.
The show Totes Recall?
.com, yes.
For 7, it's taken us 7 years to do that?
That's right.
Wow.
Do the math. That's an inconsistent release schedule. Or is it a consistent release schedule with bonus episodes?
Yeah, you're welcome.
The latter.
Yes, it is
That
the
is
latter.
correct. We have never missed a month in
Yes.
7 years.
Wow. Take that.
Most other podcasts.
Yeah.
And specifically, it's been the 15th of the month every month for 7 years.
I believe so. I might
Did
have
we
been
settle
late
on that?
like
Yeah, I
one
can't
day.
Well, a true
Check
Totes
the
head will
calendars.
be able to tweet us with that exact date.
Yep. Hashtag Beth, you screwed up on this date.
Yeah. And then delete your account because no one cares.
Yeah. Get over
What
yourself.
we did wrong. Only
Yeah.
what we did right, which is making this podcast
100 times.
100 times.
Yeah.
And we're done.
What?
Wait,
Is this the end?
No.
Oh, we're not. Okay.
No.
we have to make at least 101, right? So we can watch the sequel.
That's right. We are now pivoting to a 101 Dalmatians themed podcast. Go watch Cruella, I guess.
No,
You're
are we
welcome.
we're watching the live action version or
No.
are we watching
No.
the animated?
Oh, gee.
Animated.
Oh, we
Animated.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a treat.
Yeah,
That's
right?
great news.
I'm excited. This
Me
was
too.
one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
Really?
don't
Go on.
think- I don't know if I don't think I've only seen it once. I'm sorry for interrupting
That's
you,
okay.
telling Beth to keep talking.
Man, am I right?
Yeah. Real quick, while on the topic, since we're back, baby, let it be known that since we're no longer dealing with the delays of internet talking,
Wow.
when Dan and I interrupt someone else, it is entirely because we're men. There's
100%.
no additional layer of like, oh, I didn't know if you were talking. Okay, I'm sorry, you go. It is now entirely just because Dan and I have opinions and feel compelled to share them.
Because I was so interested in this being Beth's favorite movie.
Well, it was one of my favorites probably, but I had it on VHS.
Nice.
The cover, it was one of those like white clamshell VHS
yes.
cassette tapes.
Yep.
But the cover had come off. So my dad, it was like just the white, like there's like a clear plastic layer and then the image would slide into that and
Yep.
then there would be
yeah.
like the white plastic
Yep.
underneath.
Mhm.
So all that stuff came off. It was just the white plastic. And my dad wrote 101 Dalmatians on the side.
Nice.
In fact, I can probably find that and take a picture of it at some
I love
point.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't draw a dog or anything?
Yeah.
Woof woof.
Well, no, I don't
wow.
think so.
Hmm.
But the other thing that I remember about this, well, I feel like I have so many like merch memories from this. Because I also, when I was a kid, that the live action one came out,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and my dad at the time worked at a film shipping place, which was in the North Loop in Minneapolis.
Wow.
And I don't even know if it was called the North Loop at that time. Has it always been the North Loop? Who knows? Local reference.
Yeah, we love
Listen
it.
to the last episode if you want to hear local references.
Am I right?
But he worked in a shipping place. So at some point in time, the studios would send film to distributors, and then the distributors would send them to theaters. The film, but now they have DVDs, so that no longer exists. That company, but he used to get like film merch all the time, and so we had all these posters with the different dogs on them.
Oh,
like the
101.
Well, there's
101 posters.
There's technically there's the parent dogs.
Right.
Oh yeah, are they?
They are part of the 101.
They're
They
part of
have
the
99
Yes.
puppies.
Oof.
Oh.
Is that in one go? She has a litter of 99
she has a litter
puppies?
of 99.
Forget about it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. The premise of this movie is bananas.
I mean, she would not look the way she does. She's a very thin and attractive dog.
Hollywood.
She's Hollywood pregnant.
Yeah.
So, and the premise of this movie is that there is a man and a woman, and they each own a dog, and they run into each other at a park
Oh,
or something.
Yeah.
Are we getting
they
double
fall-
meat cute?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I think the dogs are like DTF from moment one.
Oh, okay.
That is
Yeah.
crass.
Hey, well, they had 99 babies.
Yeah. Dogs be banging.
And the people are like, bah, 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 bah. They don't care about each other. So the dogs like parent trap them.
Are these
Oh.
people British?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because there's like a Bobby.
Okay.
Let's do a bet. Let's bet on that.
I bet British.
Okay.
I also
Always
bet
on
British.
What are you
It's
doing?
me, James Bond.
Wow. Which
Did you say
one?
that?
James Bond?
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan's James Bond.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, of
wow.
course.
Oh, is your eye a golden one? Well, call James Bond.
What?
A James Bond.
Wow.
Wow. What I know about this movie, it is beautifully animated. It is one of the films that was animated in the most time-consuming way possible,
Mm.
and is often pointed to as an excellent example,
An achievement, would you say?
an achievement.
Mm.
Wow.
I mean, think about all those dots.
Oh,
yeah.
So many spots.
Yikes.
Spots times 101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I bet some shots they just kind of like have like a
Yeah.
blurry white and black thing in the background. Like, that's the other dogs.
We're
Yeah.
not going to get to know all the dogs,
well,
right?
so that's what I was gonna say is like the posters were like the main dogs
Right.
that they focused on,
'Cause
and in the
there's-
live action, there's like one that's like princess, and she has spots that looks like a necklace, and then
Oh.
I think one is named Spot.
Okay.
That's
don't-
that's Beth's bet.
spot. I don't remember the puppies being all that important character wise because there's like a crew of dogs after the puppies get stolen by Cruella DeVille so she can kill them all and make a coat.
Right.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the premise.
Then like the parental dogs get another dog crew. I remember a scene where they like bark and then like one bark to another bark and there's like a bark telephone happens and all the
Yes.
dogs get rallied and there's
Oh,
like a
fun.
bloodhound dog that's like got a great attitude and
Love
is
it.
like maybe kind of bumbly like a Mr. Magoo type and he's
Uh-huh.
got a buddy that's maybe like what's the dog from Monopoly? Like a schnauzer?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Scotty
York-
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty or Yorkie?
Yeah.
That's all I remember. Bloodhound and Scotty, I think, are like a buddy cop.
So you're saying
situation.
there's like a dog equivalent of that scene in the Lord of the Rings where they light all those pyres on the mountains?
Absolutely.
Nice. All right. Awesome.
Wow. I don't remember any of those
Me
details.
neither. I only remember. Here's what I remember about this movie. You ready?
Yep.
I remember there are a bunch of dogs.
Yep.
I remember. I'm pretty sure human dad wears a sweater vest.
Yeah, and he's got
Sounds
a pipe.
correct.
He's got a sick
Okay.
pipe.
Nice. And then I remember Cruella DeVille making a sweet turn in her like murder car. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, she does have a murder car.
Does her license plate says DeVille on it?
Oh,
Right?
does it?
Yeah.
But it's spelled devil.
Is it
Nice.
Coupe de Ville?
Oh, probably.
Nice.
Oh.
Molly's bet is a Coupe de Ville.
That makes sense.
Love it.
She also.
She's got henchmen, right?
Oh,
Oh,
probably.
she must.
She'd have to, right?
like
You-
two guys that steal the puppies.
yeah, like you think one well-to-do upper crust lady is going to steal 99 dogs herself? No.
No, she hires people. She hires some crimers.
She's
to
got
do
some
it.
toughs.
She's got
Yeah.
some
Some
toughs.
Crimer toughs.
Some crimers.
And
I
she's
don't
got
remember their names.
She's got one of those cigarette holders. And
Nice.
she's
Oh, yeah.
always waving it.
Yep.
Love it. I
Wait, are
love
they
it.
French?
Who?
No. Who?
Does
the
this-
henchman?
No, does this take place in France?
What?
No,
No.
This is like a
British.
fun bet.
Always
Why are we
bet
not
on
taking bets?
British, the James Bond says.
It's the premise of the podcast, says Janet Brosnan.
Hello, Mom.
Oh my
I had
God.
to stop my shopping at Costco, where you can buy Kirkland's Best, to remind you that the premise of this show is you make some bets.
Oh, you're going-
I don't know what
going a
happened.
little-
I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
That happened.
Getting up into the
north.
Highlands a little
Head
bit.
north
Yeah.
there.
Cut all of that
No,
out.
not at all.
Oh,
Leave
really?
that in?
That hits very differently when we're all around the table together, by the way.
Yeah.
The Brosnan clan.
It's terrifying.
Have they ever been in person?
No, they
No.
never.
Brosnan? I
I
think
believe-
Chris Brosnan is a digital creation.
Yeah, I believe the Brosnans were created over the course of this past year.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like I don't honestly. I had in my head that Corella is an American, but she's in England.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That sounds like a fun bet.
That's
I
my
will
bet.
also bet on
Wow.
that.
that seems correct.
I think
But
she's.
also maybe it's in France. She has a long cigarette.
Yep.
And she has a cigarette holder.
Yeah, but rich people. Haven't you ever seen the penguin? Not the
I-
Tim Burton penguin.
I
Any
guess
other
so.
penguin? They've got the cigarette holders, just like fancy
I guess
people.
so. I guess so.
Black and white attire.
Here's another thing I remember, memory related
Uh-huh.
to this movie. When I used to be in dance when I was a kid,
Okay.
and
Wow.
for one of the finales one year, I think the year that movie came out, the live action one,
Yep.
we danced to Cruella de Vil, the song,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
and one of the
songs.
dancers who was like a senior that year, she
Mm.
played Cruella.
Mm.
And then she came out and did a dance, and then all of us came out, and we had white T-shirts that we had drawn black
Oh,
spots on.
Yep.
So
That's
all the
so
little kids
cute.
looked like little puppies, and then they did the finale together.
Did you do like a weird little puppy dance where you like put your hands up and?
I don't know if we
Okay.
did any
She
puppy.
like ran after you with a long knife. Was like, "Give me that skin. I'm gonna put it on me." Or whatever the song goes.
I don't think
She
that's
doesn't sing the song.
how the song goes at all.
It's about her.
Oh,
If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
Ooh, that's a bet for me
Oh.
because Twitter just told me this because of that new Cruella movie that came out.
Yeah.
That I have no reason to dispute. The dad, the human dad, is like makes that song kind of for no reason other than to be shitty.
Oh, she's the boss. She's the woman's boss.
Whoa.
I think she
Oh.
works at that, and then he's like, "She's a bee. Your boss is a bee," and then he
Mhm.
sings that song because he's maybe a musician.
And he
plays
clarifies
piano.
the B is not for boss.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other human beings in this movie?
I think there's a Bobby.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we got Bobby.
Oh, do you think that the bloodhound is a cop's dog?
Oh,
A
that's
Bobby
good.
dog.
hot bet.
Bobby dog.
I believe that's
I
true.
love that.
I believe that's true. I believe he is dressed in a police uniform.
Oh my god, I would.
really?
Oh, I'm
Right?
gonna love this movie if that's
Nah,
the
I
case.
Yeah,
hope
and he's
so.
got like great wrinkles. He's got a
Okay,
great wrinkly
okay.
dog. I think there's wrinkle dog bits, like where a wrinkle covers an eye and they gotta move up the wrinkle.
Yep,
the
that
little
seems
Scotty
right.
dog's gotta be like.
Does this one have racist breeds, or is that a different Disney movie?
The
Probably.
Aristocats definitely does.
That's not
yeah.
the Siamese.
And I think
Lady
that's
and the Tramp has
and
the
Lady
racist
and-
cats.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
No, it's both. It is both.
Same cats.
I believe that they are both Siamese cats,
Huh.
or all three of them are.
All right,
Yeah.
but this one doesn't have any cats, right? Or is there a cat? Is there a cat just like,
Wow.
ugh, I hate all this. I hate these people
There
and
might-
I
dogs.
bet there's cats.
One sassy cat.
I will make a bet, Molly.
I'm gonna bet specifically one sassy cat who is just put upon
Sass
by
cat.
all of this.
I'll double
Wow.
down on that sass cat.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe a neighbor has a cat, and the
who's
cat's
just like, ugh, shut up.
Okay, if there are any two cats or dogs that are female identifying and they communicate with each other
Yep.
in any language, I
Yes.
am willing to accept that as a pass on the Bechdel Wallace.
Okay. Like,
Barkdale Meowless. What do we
Yeah.
call it?
Oh,
wait,
it was
no,
so
a
good.
better one came up.
Walrus.
walrus?
Something walrus.
Yeah,
Barktail
Barkdale.
walrus?
Yeah,
Barktail
Barktail
walrus.
walrus. Yes.
Because that covers more animals.
Yes.
Yep.
In the animal kingdom.
Very good.
I mean, I think animated animals are going to talk to each other for sure.
yeah.
But are they going to be female identified
Well, what-
animals?
Wait,
Okay.
was that?
Well, Molly's saying that we could pass both at once.
Oh, a double
No.
pass.
Because the Barktail Walrus was just animals.
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Slam dunk on that one.
Yeah. But Yeah, I think that there's going to be maybe a girl dog.
Yeah, and she'll probably have a little
apart
pink
from
bow or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, apart from the mother, and I think they'll talk to each other.
I'm gonna vote no on Bechdel Wallace.
Wow.
Yes on Barktail Walrus.
Yes.
Okay, so here's a question though. If the human woman speaks to the dog and then in English,
Yep.
and then the dog speaks back, but then when it cuts to, she's just barking at the woman. Do you know what I mean?
I think as long as
Yeah, it
the
counts.
communication is
Received.
clearly perceived,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's not just random barking.
Yeah.
I feel like massive point of the Bechdel Wallace is that it is so easy to pass.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think by making it even easier, we're,
Yeah.
Is
really
it
honoring the idea.
But is it the two parties have to know they're communicating, or
Yes.
we, the audience, have to know they're
No,
communicating?
the two parties have
Two
to know they're
parties have to.
communicating.
So like
Okay.
if lady mom,
Mhm.
if mom-mation,
What?
Penny?
The
What's her
animated
name?
mom?
Does it start with a
Mom-mation?
Dalmatian.
Oh.
Dalmatian, I'm
I
sorry.
thought you
That's
meant.
Yeah.
If Dalmatian says like, oh, look out, there's a Cruella in the house, and then it cuts to human woman and she just hears bark, 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 but she's like, what's that, Penny?
Oh.
I need to look around. Like that will count because it's like
Yes,
clearly
because
she's receiving the
She has
intent
received
of the dog.
Okay.
intent of it,
Okay.
right? It's not
Okay.
just like, oh, she's barking, right?
No, she's like, shut up. There's no squirrels.
Yeah.
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 All right.
What are their names? Okay. I know Pongo. Pongo.
Wow.
What?
Pongo.
Oh,
I think you're
yeah.
right.
I think
For
the
what?
I think the
Who's
dad is.
Pongo?
I think he's the
Dalmatian.
Dad
Dad-
Nation.
Dalmatian.
Dad Nation, Dalmatian.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Write that down.
And then I think her name also starts with a P. I want to say it's not Penny though.
Percy. Percival.
It's not
But is Percy's maybe he's named Percy.
Baby?
Pongo?
She's named Pongo?
I feel like Pongo's in there.
I thought Pongo was the kid.
What kid?
I thought, well, not the kid, like a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the puppies is like kind of rambunctious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then there's one that's the runt for sure.
Oh, yeah. They love the runt.
Yeah.
How many identifiable Dalmatians
Oh, he
will there
doesn't
be?
have spots.
Oh.
Is that true? Maybe he has one spot.
Is that
There's
who's
one that
named
just-
Spot?
Maybe.
He's real cute. He's like, oh, I have a spot.
How
do
many
I?"
like Dalmatians that we care about are actually like how many speaking parts do the Dalmatians
Named-
have? You know what I
named
mean?
I'm
Puppies?
going to guess 5 speaking puppies.
Okay, let's
Oh,
go.
That's high.
Spot. Rough.
God damn.
Bethany.
Philip.
Philip.
There's definitely Princess in the live action one. I don't know if she exists in this one.
Okay.
Let's go for it,
these are
Princess.
On brand,
Uh,
readable notes.
So, because my understanding from what you were saying, Beth, is that there's like this, there's like the main cast of the puppies, and
Yeah.
then the rest of them are essentially like the
Extras.
dancers, like
Yes.
they're the dancers of the,
The Greek
movie.
chorus.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like they're mostly just sort of like run over the crimers at some point in a hilarious.
But also, like,
Hijinks.
for most of the time, they're stolen. Right? That's the bulk of the movie is trying to
Oh.
get the puppies back.
I also feel like this has some Home Alone vibes.
Okay.
In how the puppies
Oh.
try to escape.
Nice.
I feel
Traps?
like I think they're like thrown into like a mud pile or like tar or
Hijinks,
something
we're saying.
at some point.
Cover up their spot.
Oh, I think they do disguise themselves. There is a disguise where they're like, "Oh, that's a bunch of Labradors.
I think
Fuck them."
yeah, I think
That's
they roll around in
awesome.
soot
Yes,
in the
yes.
fireplace.
Chimney soot.
Oh yeah,
I love
Chim
it.
Chimney.
It's a great bet.
Chim Dalmatian.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Wait, so maybe okay. The, the humans, I think, best bet
Yep.
are Percy and Penny.
The
Oh.
humans are Percy and Penny.
Yes, and then I think the dad nation
Yep.
is Pongo, and I cannot remember her name.
You think it's a
Wow.
P? Is that
Yep.
princess?
Mm, maybe no.
Pamela.
Priscilla.
Oh,
No.
Like isn't
Pepper.
that
Pepper.
Yes,
Or Piper. Both of those are fun names.
Pipper?
These are all fun.
Pippin.
Pippin.
Pippa.
Maybe
That's
it's
a royal.
maybe it's not a P at all, and it's like something completely
Charlotte.
weird, and it's like
Or
weird.
something.
Yep.
Elizabeth,
Victoria.
like the queen.
Yes. No way. Yes. Excellent. So I'm really thinking I have never seen this movie.
Nice.
Because
Oh,
none
no.
of this sounds that familiar. I think what I've seen is the original live action
With
one. that
Glennie
came
Close?
out.
Glenn Close.
Yes.
Mhm.
And even there, I can't picture that much. So is there a lot of music in it? Is it like Mary
Oh,
Poppins
I don't
levels of
know.
music?
I can only think of Cruella DeVille
I
from
feel like
being
it's
from this.
like Robin Hood level songs.
Sure.
Okay.
It's like a couple,
Sure.
but it's not like
They're not
not
stopping and be like,
full-on
no, I'm going to
musical.
tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like maybe the dog crew has this little song about like, we're going to rescue something.
I
Here
hope
we
so.
go.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I can only remember Cruella DeVille song. Yeah.
Rascal. Is that one? I don't know.
Great. Write it down with your incredibly legible notes, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's bad. We won't be able to read any of the Dalmatian names that Dan wrote down.
That's fair.
Oh, Coupe DeVille. I was like, did you just write down Cruella DeVille?
Just in case. Just in case.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
we believe she's in this movie.
Okay,
She has a big
here-
yellow coat and white and black hair.
Yeah. How much does she rule on a scale of like, I don't know, Ursula to someone who sucks?
I'm gonna say she's like, I'm gonna say she's not even able to touch Ursula's lowest tendril,
Wow.
Wow.
but is still higher than say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the Disney movies we've watched.
Like Malfeasance. What's her name?
Maleficent.
Selfies.
Selfies.
Okay, she's
What
definitely.
about Scar?
I'm gonna
Scar's
say
not that good.
yeah, she's on the level of. I'm gonna say she's at least on the level of old hag version of Evil Queen in Snow White.
Mm.
Yeah.
Possibly above because she'll get maybe more screen time and have more lines than just buried alive.
Yeah. Very liberals.
So I'm gonna say she rules more than other Disney villains,
Yeah.
but she's not
Above
like
average.
above average rule.
Above average
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna come on. You can't match Ursula. Are you kidding?
Yeah. What are they doing? Why aren't they making a Cruella movie? I mean, first, stop making the same movie over and over.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna, make an Ursula movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I care about the origin of a puppy killer.
Right.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know. She has killed puppies. These are not going to be her
She's definitely
first 99.
She's like a serial puppy killer?
She just loves that
She's
fur,
definitely
right?
killed lots of animals though.
Okay,
'Cause
she's
she's
the
got
first
a
puppy thing,
huge
right?
fur coat.
Yeah.
She's for fur.
Or fur.
She's for fur.
Mm.
And I think, yeah, the woman who I believe is named Penny works for her.
Mm.
And she finds out that her dog is pregnant. And
Mm.
she's like, give me them puppies.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, she's thirsty for puppy skins.
Yes.
So there's like a labor issue here too.
She's like, I will buy your puppies from you. And
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like, no, absolutely not.
Uh-huh.
And then
And then she's like, well, then I got to steal them.
Persigo. What's the guy's name?
What?
Persigo?
Percy.
Percy.
Just
Percy does some check ripping up and like
Oh.
flailing his gangly limbs
Oh,
in anger and waving his pipe and is like, you get out of here.
Oh, I see. So then she's like, I'll
Oh.
just take the puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Come on, thud and clunk.
we think their names are Thud and Clunk.
I love
love
that.
Yeah. Molly, before
Mhm.
Dan's phone dies, how should we rate this movie?
Well, I was thinking about how much I hate Cruella,
Mhm.
and so I think we should rate it Cruella du Devilles.
Doo-Dooville.
Doo-Doo-Villes.
Like poop.
So is this
Hmm.
a Cruella, like this effigy of Cruella made out of poop?
Or like it came from her.
Is it her poop?
Oh.
Oh, it is like a pinata like effigy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Made of poop?
Shaped like an emoji,
Oh, okay.
like a doo-doo emoji, but with her head and arms and legs.
Oh,
I
Okay,
gotcha. I
so
get it. Yeah.
no actual feces involved.
No,
Okay.
no.
What's inside the pinata though?
Oh yeah, feces.
No, it's Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs.
Like,
Ooh, that's a hard scramble.
How many Tic Tacs?
Tic
are
did
they
you say?
in like the
Oh, yeah.
plastic dispensers or
Oh,
is it
yeah.
just
Or
loose
loose.
Tic Tac?
No. I mean, probably some of them have come
Sure,
loose, let's
obviously, if
just
you're gonna
be
smack a
honest.
pinata, like some of those are gonna
Yeah,
pop
some
open.
of those are gonna pop
But
open.
it's not fully loose Tic Tacs.
No, and it's got like the orange kind and like whatever
Oh.
that white flavor is.
Wintergreen
and
or
wintergreen.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got all
All
of them.
kinds.
Yeah, all kinds.
So it's still fun.
I
Oh,
mean,
it's
I
fun.
I like Tic Tacs, but all Tic Tacs it's gonna be some disappointment. No, that's Cruella de Vil.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it carries the same experience you have with Cruella
Yeah.
herself,
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
where you're just like, oh, this
Even
isn't-
as little as it promises, it's still disappointing.
right.
Right.
But also,
Yeah.
she's probably gonna rule.
Yeah. All right, Dan.
Yes.
You go first, and we know this.
Yeah, of course you know this because we're sitting around the table.
We're
We
back,
sit
baby.
around. We're back, baby. Yeah, I think I only saw this movie like one time ever in my life, so I have no real nostalgic confidence about how much I care about it, other than she makes a sweet turn in her murder car at some point. But I feel like this is one of the more beloved of the Disney properties, so I'm gonna trust pop culture and say 4 Cruella
Dudevilles.
Dudevilles. I am hanging 4 Dudevilles around my party space.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they're pinatas.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Beth.
I loved this as a child. I don't think I've seen it since then. So, but I think it's going to be one of the more enjoyable Disney animated movies. So I'm also going to say 4. And I have a late bet that one of the crimers is named Jasper.
Love it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good British
Yeah.
crimer name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me. I'm like more excited about this movie than I feel like I should be. I'm like it in my brain. It's like this is a middle of the road average movie, but over talking about it, I'm like finding myself very jazzed. So I guess I'm also gonna say 4, and I don't know what I'm gonna like, but something. Molly?
That's cool. I pretty sure I haven't seen this, which is embarrassing because I really thought I had. But if I did see it, I probably saw it at like an outdoor festival or something.
What?
You know, like you go to like the park and they have a big screen and they project the film there. Or maybe I saw it at like
Did you also think she meant like Fish was playing and then on the
Yeah.
other stage they were just showing Disney movies?
Yeah.
no, not like that, or like
Or like Sundance.
the Fox Theater in Atlanta used to
Or
have
Radford.
Yeah.
family nights, and they would show films. So maybe I have seen it. The more you describe, the less I remember.
Mm.
It's almost like you're subtracting memory from me. So,
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have an additional bet.
oh, great. Go ahead.
Purdy.
What?
Purdy.
I think her name is Purdy.
Which one?
Purdy.
Like
Dog or
Purdy.
human?
Dog mom shin.
Got it.
Wait, no, that's not
Dalmatian.
it. Dalmatian.
Dalmatian works too. It's just then I feel like we're not confirming the dogness of Dad.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I will. I'm gonna go ahead and be Bill Baggins, Bolo, Biggs, Betts,
Back, baby.
5.
Great.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Because why wouldn't it be great? It sounds awesome.
I mean, the very premise of this movie is potential animal danger.
I mean, it's very much animal danger.
Okay, I give it a 1.
Wow.
Wow. I already wrote 5.
Yep, too
There's
late.
No room.
We'll see how you really feel.
Yeah. When
Oh, I didn't
we're
even think
back.
about the animal
baby.
danger.
You didn't?
That's the plot of the
No.
movie.
This is why are we watching this?
Oh my God.
I think it will be delightful.
It's
Okay.
episode 100. It's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well. And with that, we're going to hit pause, go watch 101 Dalmatians, and we'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. You're still listening to the podcast, so I don't know why I said hello. We said hello like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
But
it's just polite.
also,
That's
hello again. This
For the
is
100th time.
for the 100th time. Hello
Again.
again. This is, as you have heard many times now, our 100th episode. Yay!
Yay.
And
Yay.
also our 7-year anniversary.
Yay.
And
Aw.
none of this would be possible without the generous support of our patrons.
For real.
Hey.
Patrons help us cover lots of we got new microphones
Yeah.
and equipment,
Yeah.
and we've been able to do a couple live shows. We get pizza and salads from our patrons. Thank you,
Yeah.
patrons. And what else? Patrons are amazing.
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
They've started contributing to the show now, even.
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
So
Discord questions,
voicemails.
voicemails, all over the place.
All over.
So if you want to join the squadron of patrons,
Ooh, I love that.
Wow.
yeah, head to head to patreon.com/totesrecall. Nope. And make sure to check out, there's lots of different levels. You can donate as little as $1 a month.
Wow.
If I want to control Totes Recall and make them watch the movie of my choosing, I executive produce, that's got to be what, like $1,000, right?
No, guess what? It's not. It's only $25 a month for 1 year.
Wow.
So at the end of that year, you can sponsor an episode, or you can just pay for the whole year at once and get a discounted price, and you get to pick the movie that we watch.
Wow.
So I would suggest Homeward Bound.
Yeah. I would also suggest that. Also, so far, 0 people have joined the tier that forces Dan and I to competitively eat a fruit of your choice.
That's right.
So just putting
Still
that
out there. I think there's a limited number of...
I think it's 6, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
that seems
have
right.
1 out of 6 chances to tell us which fruit to eat competitively.
I think that was our last anniversary show.
Was it?
Yeah, because we
for the 6th
watched
anniversary.
Con Air, and I think we said 6 for 6 years.
Yes.
So
But
now
the
it's been a whole year of no one.
yeah, so it's been
Challenge us to
the
eat.
fruit thing came from Face Off, right? Because you could eat
Yep,
a peach
that's
for
what I
hours.
meant. I meant Face Off, not
Oh,
Con Air.
okay.
I'm
We
sorry.
ate a peach for days.
Yeah.
And then we bet how fast we could eat a peach.
Something like that. It's unclear. Check the tapes.
Check the tapes.
And of course you have, because you're all number 1 Totes heads, but you
Yeah.
could be number 1 or Totes heads
Yeah.
if you go to
Not all number ones are equal.
patreon.com/Totes Recall.
Nope.
And we're back. We just watched 81 minutes of, a surprising amount of animal danger, but also just a lot of really incredible animation and fun story. We watched 101 Dalmatians, and we're back.
We did watch that.
And we're back, baby.
are
101
back.
Dalmatians.
101% Utah.
100
100th
episodes. 100% Utah. 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
The 3 100s
Of any podcast.
Before we get too much into the podcast that we're doing, Totes Recall, we like to do a little segment that has been really...
Yeah, I've heard of this.
It's climbing up the award charts.
I'm going to say it got a lot of heat.
Yep.
Got a lot of traction in the biz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of 101 lists, it plays...
It was second overall, but then the first one dropped out in the international podcast, and so we were number 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
for this segment specifically.
Yeah, I actually was talking to my good friend, President. They said that this is their favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I was also there. I was hiding in the... and I overheard your conversation and agree that president said that.
yep.
Of course, 60-second summary
course.
is the segment in which we summarize the movie we just watched, 101 Dalmatians, in 60 seconds
I
or
am ready
less.
with the timer.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
is that-
Fuck me then.
Traditionally, Dan Legend's job. We're back, baby.
We're back,
We're back,
baby.
baby.
So,
I will volunteer to do it.
As is
As
traditional.
is tradition. If anybody else wants to step in?
No.
Nope. Great.
I just need a really long description of the opening
Yeah.
and begin now.
all right.
We
Just sit here,
open on a
Twiddle
slow
my thumbs.
zoom onto Pongo talking about his bachelor pad, but you're led to believe maybe it's the man talking, but it's not. It's the dog. He's the narrator. And he's like, I live with a man and I got to get this man hooked up. So he ogles some dogs and women from the window. Doggles.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. And decides that Roger, his human companion, needs to hook up with a lady who has a female Dalmatian. Everybody gets together. They get married and
30
dog
seconds.
married. And then they have 15 puppies. The
Mhm.
lady
Yeah.
dog has 15 puppies. Then Cruella de Vil is there. She is the human wife's friend, and wants to steal all the puppies to kill them and make a coat. they're like, no, you can't kill our puppies for a coat. So she has goons steal them, and then the dogs activate the Twilight Bark, which is a barking network of all dogs.
Oh, 2 seconds.
In London, and then they recover the puppies.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Not so easy, is it? It's almost like an experienced veteran is what brings such award-winning consistency to this segment.
I
2-second warning.
I really apologize.
Wow.
The time went by so quickly.
Yeah, that's why you use a wristwatch and look at it the entire time.
Yeah.
Peek behind the curtain.
Wow. Well, that's the summary,
Okay.
and we did
Yeah.
it.
I think there are just a couple of just quick things to add.
Yeah, one, Dan should be the timer.
Hey, some of our sponsors said they want to switch it up,
Okay.
see something different,
Okay.
but I think that was a little too different, to be
Yeah.
honest. So a couple important things. One is Cruella de Vil does not explicitly state she's going to turn them into coats.
Right.
No.
And if this was the first time we watched this movie, that would be a big surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably at some point later. And there was a dramatic moment where it was only 14 puppies.
Oh.
And there was a little bundle of puppy.
Jesus.
And they resuscitated.
Yeah.
This was a tough movie for me in some places.
It's hilarious to me to watch this movie, having just told everyone what I thought the movie was about, having just seen when I watched it as a kid, because so many things have been true in my head for so long that were not true at all. Like, Cruella de Vil is not her boss.
No.
They are friends from college or
Yes.
something.
Old school
Schoolmates.
friends.
Old school
Schoolmates.
friends. Which in
Yeah.
England could mean fucking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could mean like, oh, we both went to St. Blasdale's School for Young Girls Who Are Rich and are sheltered until they're
for young
married
girls.
off.
And like Anita,
Yep.
that's her name, is
Uh-huh.
the
Anita
like,
and
the
Roger
lady human,
are the couple.
and they need to cut Cruella out of her life. Like there's
Right.
no, we
Like-
don't know why she's around.
No.
She's the worst. She walks in, she like ashes everywhere.
She's
and
got like
has
the-
green smoke.
Yeah, like what is she smoking?
It's like smoking absinthe. Yeah, puts her cigarette out in their cupcake.
It's so rude.
So rude.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolute, like rude even for a villain.
Makes fun of Roger and his little jingles.
Yeah.
So Cruella needs to get cut out of their lives.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah.
a toxic, literally and figuratively figure in their lives.
Yeah, she like breaks into their house after
Yes.
the puppies are born. Is like, now give them to me.
Like,
Also-
oh, they don't have any spots. They're garbage dogs.
Someone who is that obsessed with animal fur, you would think would at least understand they have to be more than 1 minute old. I guess she's just that obsessed and that horrible.
I mean, this is a woman who we learn by the end of the movie has already purchased 84 puppies from various pet stores. We assume, at least some of
Yeah.
the puppies said they were from a pet store, but who
Yeah.
knows where they all came from. So now, okay, so here's my question then. Do you think Cruella de Vil never actually went to school with Anita, and she just like convinced a bunch of rich women with Dalmatians that she went to school with them, but because of like properness and like high society courtesy, they're all just like, oh, of course, Cruella. And she's just been using this network of fake friends to gather those puppies for the last who knows how long.
Well, one of the puppies does say they were bought and paid for at a pet store.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So, you
That's
know.
like,
But it does feel like maybe Cruella only has friends for the purpose of mining them for
Oh,
various things. that
for
she
sure.
wants.
and like, I just feel like she came upon the idea of making a Dalmatian coat like suddenly.
yeah, the timeline is very suspect.
And that bought only puppies.
Right.
Like, why don't you buy like full-grown dogs? Even Horace
Not
and
as
Jasper, her
soft.
two.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Sorry.
It's true.
Ugh,
though.
it's
Yeah.
grim.
But yeah, I mean, I guess this is another one of those things that's like, it sort of comes back to like what we had with the witches, where it's just sort of like part of the evil plan is dependent on like an acceptance of a certain reality of that particular industry in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like she's like apparently, because I'm picturing like she literally drove around all over the island to pet stores,
Bought Dalmatians.
bought Dalmatian puppies, and then like was mad that she did the math and it's like, I don't have enough.
Yeah. And then the plan was like put him in her old manor that's like falling
her
apart.
creepy old manor.
I have questions about that, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got 2 hired goons that are just supposed to like figure it out, like slaughter
Right?
99 puppies and then provide her with their skin.
Yeah, their job is, I mean, how much are they getting paid?
I don't
Jasper
know.
and Horace,
Yeah.
I really felt for in some ways.
Right. I mean,
Until
they
they
were,
turned full evil at the end.
I mean, they were pretty cruel to the lovely nanny.
That
Oh,
Pretty
Oh,
early
yeah,
on.
they were so
Yeah,
mean
when they
to her.
home invade
Yes.
Roger and Anita's house.
Yeah.
Oof.
But yeah, like, because, okay, so at some point, Cruella de Vil came upon these 2 gentlemen
Mhm.
and said, I will pay you some amounts of money.
What do they keep saying a specific thing?
Oh, their boodle?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Boodle.
We want our boodle. Which I
Yeah, it
assume
is
means
something
like
like that.
their money.
Yes.
So yeah, at some point who knows how she even connected with them, but she's like, here's what I need you to do. I need you to, most of the time, just sit around in my creepy old family manse
Yeah.
and just, I guess, keep these puppies alive. And also at some point, figure out the best, most efficient way to murder them all.
Oh.
Get their skins onto me.
Yes.
And like, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're not going to do a good job.
No.
No.
You know?
Like, those are the 2 people she has? That's her whole staff?
I mean, it seems to me like maybe she spends all of her money on coats and none on upkeep or on hiring crimers.
Yeah, she spends her money on souping up that car.
That
Mhm.
car is sweet.
That car
Yeah.
is sweet.
And handles way
So
better
well.
than it should in the
Oh,
snow. Like
it-
the deep snow.
incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely had that souped up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, she went to
Yeah.
John Saint Toretto's.
Yeah.
It does take place in London, but
Yes.
it goes all the way out to the countryside. I think before we get too much further, we have to talk about the most magical element of this entire movie, which is the Twilight Bark.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When the dogs, Pongo and Purdy,
Purdy,
Nailed it.
nailed it.
Mhm.
Yes.
eventually.
Eventually,
Yeah.
toward it was a last minute
Yeah.
pull, but I did it.
Did it.
Yep.
Decide that the humans are useless.
Yes.
And they're going to have to find their puppies themselves. They activate the Twilight Bark, which is
Oh my God.
basically just dogs barking all over and
And
like
it was-
relaying messages.
But it was like so much more than we'd even imagined.
Yeah.
Because when you described it in the first half, Dan, I just pictured like, oh, they bark and they go like maybe like a couple blocks
Mhm.
and they're just like, oh no, let's go find the puppies. But no.
Yeah, we get a wonderful like cornucopia of distinct dog breeds and characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
They like bark and the Great Dane and the little short schnauzer or something
Yeah.
hear it, and they're a fun little pair.
They are a fun little pair.
Yes.
And then
One
they
is very big and one is very small.
I love a big dog, small dog.
Love it.
Mhm.
And then that's kind of what I was thinking of when I said Bloodhound and Scotty Dog, but
Right.
it's not them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause then they
and
do-
neither one was wearing a police uniform.
That's
Oh,
true. That was a
that's
disappointment.
devastating.
That was a disappointment. No Bobby Dog. There we go.
Mhm.
Bobby Cap?
Bobby Cat.
Doggy cup.
Bobby
Bobby
Dog.
Dog is what I was
Okay.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Beth, leave this in.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then they bark at like a Scotty Dog who rattles some pipes. But then we get the Bloodhound,
Ooh.
and I was like, "Oh, there's a Bloodhound. He's
Yes.
alone.
Yeah. Good enough. Like
Yeah,
a great Bloodhound.
at least we got the Bloodhound.
Yeah.
But
Nope.
Oh my God.
because the Bloodhound has a goose friend.
Oh, that goose.
Like this, yeah, that is the moment where this movie suddenly just like catapulted to greatness. Where it's like, okay, Twilight Bark, amazing. Here's a bunch of dogs barking at each other around all of England. Suddenly, a very sweet goose friend waddles up to this Bloodhound and is like all in. That
Mhm.
goose is like a full participant of
Yeah.
the Twilight Bark.
They're
Yep.
both very competent.
that goose holds up the Bloodhound's ear.
Yes.
I mean,
Assistant
that
to the Bloodhound.
yes, like, and that is like, I mean, you know, that it's all okay, and we'll have to talk about this more as we get to the end of the Twilight Bark network,
Yeah.
but like it does seem like there is a system hierarchy in place. So it almost seems like was that goose stationed there to hold up the bloodhound's ear to help with the transfer information?
I mean, maybe originally. Now I think
Now they're the best of friends.
I
Absolutely.
think they're in love.
What?
I think they're married.
What?
Married?
Yeah.
That's how you read that relationship?
Real
Wait,
friend
we didn't
vibe.
see a dog goose wedding, so how would we know that they're
Oh,
married?
past.
By the way, we see the dogs get married, so it's okay.
Okay, that they.
That they have
Yeah.
puppies.
Dog to flock.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
are
that's what
dog
that
to
dog
flock.
and goose are doing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
No.
Dog to flock. Nope.
They
Yeah.
are dog. Quick jump back to the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
Those Dalmatians are dog to flock.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Pongo sees Purdy out the street, he is ready to rock.
Yeah.
But she
Wow.
does take some convincing.
No,
She
is.
does.
She is less. I mean, she's interested.
She's
Mhm.
interested.
She does make Nala level eyes.
She does at the end.
Eventually.
Once they dump themselves in the pond, and then everything seems to be working out.
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
does give him a bit of a.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
are going to bang later.
There was a double meet cute, and it is orchestrated by Pongo,
Yes.
the narrator and main dog of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize for jumping that far back to the movie.
No, it's hard because that Twilight Bark really does bring you from London all the way out, like pretty far into countryside.
Yeah.
Because there's at that point the movie becomes a rescue
Mhm.
movie that involves a lot of animal danger in snowy and
Just
icy
suffering
conditions.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a point where through a lot of work and a cat. We were correct. There is one cat, but
Not a
not
sass cat.
disdainful,
Not a
not
sass-
sassy.
No.
No. The
Uh,
kind of the like hero of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
Really does all the work
Yeah.
in rescuing these puppies. But anyway, there's a moment where these puppies are trekking back across the snow, and it is brutal.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard to watch.
It's like not gonna make it.
No.
No, they're
And
just
they
a bunch
almost
of like
don't.
really cold and tired
And
puppies.
Lucky's like, my toes are froze, and my
Yeah.
tail is froze, and my paws
Oh,
are froze.
Oh,
Bongo.
so
spoke for all of
cool.
us.
Yeah.
And then you think all hope is lost, but then that Twilight Network comes through.
Yeah. Magical
And
collie.
They-
Good.
Collie gets them to a dairy
I-
barn, but
yeah.
even there they have to like slowly turn to change direction.
Yeah.
But when
To
they
go-
get there,
Oh,
There's
they're
4 lovely cows.
lovely cows.
Provide their
Lovely.
milk to the puppies.
So enthusiastically ready to help those pups.
Yeah.
oh, Queenie, Duchess,
Princess
Princess.
and another one.
And
And-
fourth one.
And fourth one.
Fourth cow.
Oh, P.S. This movie passes the Bechdel Wallace so frequently.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot.
With humans and animals.
Humans
Yeah.
and animals. Yep, absolutely. Because I'd forgotten or I didn't know about the housekeeper.
hmm
She talks.
Yeah.
She
She
does
does.
talk.
Yep. And of course, the cows all talk to each other, and there are a few other
Yeah.
Well.
Anita and Cruella.
Mhm.
Oh,
one.
right. Ugh.
Right at the top.
So, yep, you don't have to be kind to pass the Bechdel Wallace.
No, you
because-
can just stick a cigarette right in a cupcake.
And then ash into the tea that's offered to you.
Yeah.
So rude.
Oh,
Very rude.
and criticize not just your friend's house, but her entire life.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, and her husband's profession.
Oh,
She just laughed and laughed
Yeah.
at like the idea that he would make money off of this music.
Yeah.
oh my gosh. And sorry, we have to just talk about Cruella de Vil's telephone.
Oh yeah.
She has a telephone
What? Where did she buy that?
Right?
that was basically the devil
Yeah.
in telephone claw form.
Yeah. It looked like if someone told you like, okay, we need a phone that is a direct line to Satan.
Yeah.
Like that is kind of the design you'd go
It
for.
really
Yeah.
is. It's like the president's phone,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
bad.
Here is this relates to a question I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
When they're at the DeVille house,
Yeah.
Mm.
or I can't remember what they keep saying.
Hell Hall.
Hell Hall.
Hell Hall.
Oh, do we?
Okay, there's a photo of a man
Yeah.
on the wall.
Oh.
Do you think that's her
Missed it.
husband or her dad?
Ooh.
And also, do you think that is the devil in human form?
Ooh.
And that phone actually does call the devil because she needs to talk to
Her dad.
her dad or husband.
Was that the picture they were throwing darts at?
Yeah.
Okay.
I vote dad. And the
Okay.
reason I vote dad is because the whole house is in disrepair.
Mhm.
And to me, that says old money.
I also
Yeah.
vote dad because it seems like one of those things where it's like They have the old manse in wherever county. And then they have, I assume she has some flat in London where she fills it with insane decorations and cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And her dad died and left all this money, and then she just let the house go to crap because she was a
Yeah.
society gal in London.
Just blowing
Yeah.
all our money on furs.
Furs and crime hiring
Yeah.
and cigarettes, of course. I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat.
Yeah.
I think she
mean,
only
if
survives on
she's-
cigarettes.
If she's supposed to be like this, roughly the same age as Anita, she's been living some hard
She's been living some
life.
hard years, yeah.
'Cause she's ghoulish.
She somehow like has gone white on only half of her head.
Yeah.
I mean, something happened there. There's a story there.
Yeah.
I do shout out to the character designers of this movie. I love the fact that, like, I remember that Cruella wore a big coat, but I did not remember that, like, literally her entire substance in frame was almost all coat. Like, she has
Yes.
barely any human body to speak of. She just wears this, like, absolutely enormous fur
With,
coat
like,
all the
little
time.
feet hanging from it, or like little tail
Tails,
ends, or
yeah.
whatever.
And her purse
Oh,
matches it.
Yep.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
it does
rough.
a good job of making her kind of like monstrous, right? She's
Mhm.
kind of got like a hulking, monstrous form when you consider the coat to be her outside.
Do you
Yeah.
think this new Emma Stone movie answers all these questions?
Yeah, but in a dumb way, not
Yeah.
in a way that makes sense.
There is a scene in this movie. I am 99% certain that this is real and not just a joke someone put on the internet. That there is a scene in the new Cruella movie where her mother is murdered by Dalmatians.
What?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
So you see, it's revenge, not just.
no,
Come-
no. She
No,
just wanted
shut
a coat.
that down.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Check it out on
Sure.
Disney Plus with premium access.
Yeah.
You got money to burn, right, listeners?
I mean, isn't it still like $30?
Yeah.
I think you can listen to our origin story, which is a lot more fun, and it makes a lot more sense that her dad is the devil and that she has just thrown his fortune at fur.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I think
Checks
that actually absolutely checks out.
Yeah. So her mom was not murdered by Dalmatians. How could a cute Dalmatian murder someone?
I don't know.
Did you see those puppies?
Yeah,
They're
these
so
were adult
cute.
Dalmatians, like when Pongos bite an ass.
He does. They do a good job of making Pongo and Purdy look fearsome.
Yes,
when
they
they're
do.
like, good job, animators.
Protecting those. The dog animations, as overall, were really good. Like
Yeah.
that was part of the reason the sad parts were so sad. It's like, oh, that is actually what a dog would look like in that scenario.
Oh,
I wonder
like,
how
its
many
eyes-
puppies they
When their eyes
observed.
are all squinty and their ears are down in the windy snow, I'm like, that is
Oh.
actually what a puppy would do. Oh God.
so
Puppy.
hard.
But yeah, they did a lot of good. I knew we were in for a dog accurate cartoon in the
Yeah.
beginning when Pongo did a very accurate stretch
Yep.
on that little couch in the bachelor pad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Twilight Bark.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's real.
Nope, it's not. It's
Oh.
not from a notable.
I mean, as far as
source.
we know, it's not real.
It's not from a notable source.
It's not from a source that requires a song. It's from a different source.
What is
Okay.
that source, though?
All right.
It's on the internet.
Where on the internet?
I don't remember. Listen, we were grabbing pizza and salad and we had paused.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons. And I was just like, I need some quick. No, we had stopped for celebratory ice cream cake during the movie.
Yeah.
And I just did a panic search for 101 Dalmatians.
What did you
facts.
search?
The internet, Google.
Oh, my little
Panicked during ice cream
Google.com.
cake.
She plugged in some words on that
where you
Google.com.
type in some words
She learned
and
about
it pops up an
puppies on
answer of what
Google.com.
you looking for.
Molly searching Google.com.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. That
Mhm.
was really great.
I mean, Beth already had it queued up on the
Yep.
board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just pressed a button
Yep.
and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that was really good. So the fun fact is that all of those dog barks,
Yeah.
which were very there's a huge variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Voiced by one person.
What?
Mm-hmm.
they were voiced.
Voiced.
That's
I
They were
really
not
thought they
actual-
recorded it.
That's what I would have thought too, but according to this internet source, I don't remember the name of They were not. It was a voice actor.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It's like the
Really talented.
Frank Welker of the
I think he
1960s.
did Donald
Alec
Duck's voice
Tudyk.
as well.
What? Does he do animal stuff too?
Alan Tudyk, yeah, he does like every weird animal in current Disney movies.
He does the rooster in Moana.
Frank Welker does all the animals in Warner Brothers cartoons, I think.
Oh.
By the way, you just mentioned. Did we mention what year it came out? We didn't make a prediction in the first half.
It was 1961.
Sorry, we're
Yeah.
back, baby.
We're back,
Yep.
baby.
1961, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the year.
Yep.
We all got it right.
Yep. Because I, in my heart, felt like it was 61.
Yeah.
We didn't even
Yeah.
need to say it out loud.
Right.
I thought
I
it
was
was
thinking
63, to be
61.
honest.
I thought-
Okay.
I mean,
Well.
Well,
I think it would be unfair to the listeners if we didn't point out that when we were talking about it after the movie was over, Dan threw out the year 1980.
81.
81. Okay, 81. To which Molly and I were horrified.
That's true.
And I wasn't paying attention.
All right, we're back, baby. So it came out a long time ago. They didn't know about you, Molly.
Oh,
they
right.
did not know about me. Oh, and this helped Disney pull out of the financial hole they were in after Sleeping
Really?
Beauty.
Oh, no. They lost
Yes,
money on Sleeping
they
Beauty?
lost money on Sleeping Beauty. They made money off of 101 Dalmatians, and they found a more inexpensive way to do animation.
Is that why Cruella de Vil drives by like 4 times that one scene?
Probably. There were a lot of places where you were like, oh, this scene is taking a long time, but it doesn't require a lot of frames.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's a wide shot of the night country air while barks happen.
Yeah.
Or you would see one dog do a thing, and then the dog behind it would then do the thing, and then the dog behind it would do the
Right.
exact same
Right,
thing.
Yep.
right.
They're
It
like,
was-
it's very impressive. There are 99 of them.
Yeah.
Very well
But
done.
it is exactly the
Like
same.
the exact same animation.
There was only
yeah.
one artist for Cruella de Vil, so
Wow.
they were
Crushed.
probably pretty stretched. So they had
Yeah.
to use that Cruella searching through windows animation 3 times.
Did that artist also draw the phone?
Ooh.
Oh, I will look that up and get back to you.
Great question.
We were wondering how much Cruella would be Ruella
Uh-huh.
de Vil.
Wait, what?
How much she would rule.
Oh, got it.
Ruella de Vil.
Cruella de Vil.
Okay.
For me, above average, I believe, was the
Yeah.
consensus
Yeah.
bet. I liked her design a lot, but
Yes.
something about her didn't do it for me. Like I
Yeah.
kept thinking she was going to be more of a character, but maybe it's because she was so one-dimensional. She was basically just like show up and be an asshole and try and kill
Yeah.
dogs.
Right.
She's so rude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's not like joyously. She doesn't like take joy in her evilness.
She's
No.
not even
necessarily.
funny in her evil.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think she, like, when she first came in, I was just like, this has potential because she's got this, like, crazy smoke prop. She's ashing things out. She's stubbing out cigs and cupcakes. Like, this is a good start. But yeah, the rest of the movie was mostly just her, like, honking her horn,
Mhm.
yelling at Horace and Jasper.
Oh,
And
the number of times different people got called idiot,
Yeah.
it was some firm language.
Yeah.
They were like, we have 2 swears, and they are idiot and blinking.
yeah. But sometimes the idiot was used affectionately because Anita would call Roger an idiot all the time. too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Very confused. I'm not just kidding. I wasn't confused.
I mean, it's pretty confusing.
Who knows what it means?
Yeah.
Ay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if she ruled. Again, character design, great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, when you're dealing with, like, this is the company that eventually would create Ursula.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Yeah.
I guess Cruella walked so Ursula could
Yeah.
swim
Swim.
really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe that's why they got to keep making movies with her till they get it right.
Oh,
Well,
I
that's
see.
why they keep making it. It's like, we got to get Rulella.
Yeah.
This does make me want to read the book. So this was based
Oh,
on a
that's
book
wild. Yeah. I had no idea.
Me neither.
by Dodie Smith, I think.
Okay.
First name is Dorothy, but nicknamed Dodie.
Nice.
Really sweet. But she wrote it in 1956 because she had a Dalmatian. I think so, at one point she had 15 puppies. She
Wow.
herself
Oh.
did not have them. Her dog did.
Right.
But her friend said, "Oh, you should make a coat from them." And
what
I don't think her friend meant it.
was her friend?
It was a school
Cruella de
friend.
Cream,
Was she
cream,
the
crab.
was a
daughter
school-
of the devil?
Well, no, she just mentioned it was her school friend that liked to smoke a lot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And her father was the devil.
Oh,
so
okay.
might
There
have
it is.
been,
Checks
might
out.
have been.
Checks out.
But anyway, she wrote it it got published in 1956 and it got bought by Disney in 57.
Mm.
And she was very excited because she had hoped that Disney would pick it up.
Ooh.
Yeah, talk about
Get that paper.
right.
Yeah.
Signing those checks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Walt Disney.
Oh,
Have a good idea now and sell it to Disney next year.
yeah.
You're
or
welcome.
nowadays, I think just have a good idea, put it on the internet, and then hope that they pay for it
Yeah.
rather than
Steal
just
it.
steal it and then they're too enormous for you to stop them.
Yep.
Real quick, Molly, you hit us upon something that we should acknowledge explicitly. Purdy only has 15 puppies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were all under the impression that Purdy was going to birth 99 puppies.
really-
Well, that was
we're
one of those
wrong.
things I fully in the first half.
Yeah.
I 100% believed
Me
that
too.
was true.
Yeah.
101%
Nice.
believed that was true.
Utah.
But no, she has 15 puppies. And at that point, you're just like, that's a lot of puppies. Because
Mhm.
it is.
That's a lot of puppies.
Like, hey, teens?
Hey.
I guess.
When I was a
prepared.
kid, my best friend's dog had 15 puppies.
Wow.
What?
It is a lot of
That's
puppies.
too many puppies
It
for
is
like
too many
one
puppies.
household to handle.
It
You
is.
gotta make a coat out of them.
No,
The
nobody
only
suggested
choice.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, but hear me out.
Okay.
What if you made a coda?
Oh my God. They're too young. Even dumb old Horace or whoever knew that.
But I
Yeah.
remember even as a third grader thinking, that's too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're no longer cute.
Yeah.
Like they're at the beginning. Yes, only 6 of the puppies have names.
In
6.
In this movie.
movie
this
or
movie.
your friends?
Oh, no, my friends did not name any of those puppies because their mom was definitely going to give them away.
Oh, okay.
But in the movie of the 15 puppies, only 6 are named.
Lucky, Patch, Freckles,
Rolly.
Rolly,
Penny.
Penny.
And I think there's like Piper or something.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Yep. I think we did say Pepper, and I think we said Penny, but for a different dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't get Rolly and
Rolly is the
Patch.
fat dog.
Rolly is the fat dog.
He's always
Oh.
hungry, and they really lean on
They
this
really,
really do.
do.
joke / personality trait. It's like almost not
Yeah.
even played as a joke.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, the fat dog says he's hungry again. It's been 20 minutes. Have Rolly say, "I'm hungry, Mom."
Okay,
It was
in my brain,
uncomfortable.
that dog didn't have any spots and was a runt.
Yeah. Well,
I
that
think
was.
Lucky's the almost dead one.
I assume that's why they call him Lucky, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
and
like
Lucky loves television.
yes.
it's
Oh.
very cute.
Okay, the
There's a
scene.
lot of TV scenes.
The scene where they're watching
What is happening with that commercial?
Canine.
Crunchers?
Canine crackers or whatever?
Crispies?
Crispies? It's so good.
And
they have
so
a
long.
fully fleshed out, like, I don't know, they just gave told somebody,
Yeah.
hey, make a TV show ad.
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed by the the full TV shows inside of the movie. I know
Yeah.
that seems weird.
What's My Crime was the most amazing game show ever.
Oh, we should describe this for our listeners.
What's Our Crime is a game show where a criminal who has committed unconventional crime,
Yeah.
I suppose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
goes before contestants.
Yeah.
It almost seemed
no,
like a
it's
Oh,
celebrity
like a
panel.
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 It's a celebrity
A
panel.
I don't even know if it's a celebrity. I think it was just like rich.
Well,
He-
this
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen these old game shows. There used to be I think you can still get it. Yeah, the air like airwaves and an antenna.
What?
Yeah, you
You can get the game network.
Uh-huh.
It's not even the cable. The cable version is the nice version, but there's this version that you can get for free on broadcast that has shows from the very beginning. So you'll see like Johnny Carson, 23 years old or something,
Mhm.
is one of the panelists, and they're trying to guess the profession
Yeah.
of the contestants. And if they do guess it, the contestants just get a consolation prize. But if they don't, they get money. You know what I'm talking about? They've only got a certain amount of time. They can only
Yeah.
ask certain questions.
Yeah.
Is it
It
like
is
What's My Crime?
It's a
Sounds
play
like
on
it's like
that.
Because
What's My
that's what
Crime?
I know. What's My Crime?
Yeah.
But anyway, they are celebrities, but they're just dressed up fancy because you used to dress up fancy for TV.
Yeah.
But also, it's 1950s or 60s in Great Britain. So, like, those people were definitely the richest, most horrible people in society. And they were using
Oh,
as
so you're
prisoners.
seeing this like social commentary.
I think a
piece.
little bit.
Okay, keep going.
Because they just kept, I don't know, like, they really leaned into the fact that, like, this guy was, like, had no say at all in his participation in the game. They're just like, oh, you'll have these
Oh.
lovely 2 weeks in the Bahamas after you've served your time, of course. And he, like, frowns.
That's true. He looks pretty
He
defeated.
looks pretty defeated.
Yeah.
Which means the rules are being explained to him on live television.
It seemed that way, yeah.
That's pretty dark.
That's
really.
pretty cruel. Ella.
Huh.
Ella.
Bill.
A.
Yes, very good. They also watched some show where like a dog is like a sheriff or something.
Yeah, it's like a dog sheriff, and he has to fight a
Oh.
bandit. The
Oh.
Wild West times.
That's cartoon or show, I guess. It's not a cartoon. It's just a TV show in a cartoon world. Looked pretty cool.
That one
It's
looked pretty cool.
And they lived their own adventure and they just didn't know it was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moment I mean, Twilight Bark obviously is when this movie really won me over. But the
Mhm.
first moment that I was like, this movie is great is when they just kept cutting to all the puppies wagging their tails while watching TV.
That was so cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then
Ugh.
when they were nervous, their tails would still.
Oh,
These puppies.
so cute. These puppies.
I
Puppies were
wanted
so
a
cute.
Dalmatian so bad after I saw this movie.
Oh.
I feel like I had. Okay, this is another Dalmatian merch moment. I'm pretty sure I had a little dog Dalmatian toy from the movie.
Okay.
And then you pulled his collar, and then he would like wag his tail.
Oh.
Sure.
It was very cute.
That sounds very cute.
Yeah.
Let's get one right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Totes dog.
What?
Totes dog.
Wait, the podcast is getting a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be rough.
getting a
This is
Dalmatian.
going to be hard.
Rough.
Rough. I get it.
God damn it.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mm.
The speaking of wow, the
Come on.
end of the
Oh.
Twilight Bark network is militarized.
Yes.
Yes.
The ending crew is the Colonel,
Yes.
who is a sheepdog.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's an old, big-butted sheepdog.
Yeah.
One point called "You old pile of hay."
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
It's
is
like, I can't
kind
really.
of accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. And the captain, which is a horse,
Oh,
and then
so
Sergeant Tibbs, the hero of the film.
Yeah, I mean,
The cat.
when we had Goose Friend, I nearly stood up in my seat and applauded the movie. But when we got to a horse captain and Sergeant Tibbs the cat,
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
Sergeant Tibbs.
Sergeant
really.
Tibbs was Sergeant Tibbs was the ultimate hero of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How do we think their titles came
Yeah.
to be?
Like, how do they achieve those ranks?
Yeah.
Nicknames, or is there an animal armed forces that exists?
I think
Like
it's the latter.
armed horses.
Ah.
Do you think?
Ah.
Do you
Oh,
think
wow.
that like the dog's name is Captain because like
The horse is the captain.
oh sorry the dog's name is Colonel
Colonel.
and he's on the farm and then this horse shows up and he's like, "Hi, my name is Horse," and he's like, "I'm the Colonel," and he's like, "Well, I guess you can call me Captain then."
Okay, I love this. Here's what I think happened. I think like it's presented pretty explicitly that the Colonel is getting on in years and is maybe not as effective of a leader as he once was.
Yeah.
And Sergeant
Mhm.
Tibbs is kind of carrying the whole
For sure.
operation. So here's what I think happened. I think you're right. I think the Colonel was perhaps a dog in the military,
Mm.
Her Majesty's military, of course.
Right.
And then they went back to the farm, he and his pet, who was probably a military whatever. They went back to the farm to retire. The Colonel's he's a good dog. He was trained to be a military dog. Horse comes in, brings in the captain. Cat comes in, brings on the sergeant. Bloodhound down the road gets involved.
Yeah.
Ever so slowly, the Twilight Bark is farmed.
Oh, is
But
that where
keep in
Wow.
mind that the Twilight Bark was originally just for gossip.
That's true.
Oh, so
Mhm.
maybe he learned of the Twilight Bark and
Mhm.
he was like,
Can
no,
leverage
no.
this
Yes,
system.
exactly.
Yep.
We could
Mhm.
use this for better things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Colonel really was rusty.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Just really torturous. Because I have to say, the Twilight Bark was an extremely exciting part of the movie until it gets to the Colonel.
Yeah.
And this is where I was like, oh, they are padding out this animation.
yes, they are.
Hard.
Yep.
Because at one point he's just going, well, it was a bark, a yip, and a
Yep.
howl. And like,
Yep.
oh my gosh, we've heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, it did feel sort of like the filmmakers were like, well, what if we just had the Colonel stand behind this barn window so we only have to show his head for a while?
Yeah.
What if they all have their ears up so it's really cute,
Yeah.
But also,
but they will not
perfectly
move their
still, yeah.
head for a full minute?
Yeah, they're really making
They're
hay out of
listening
the-
really
Yeah,
hard.
listening.
I see what you did, and I don't approve.
Thank you. Colonel also introduces us to the idea that Pongo is Pongo Pongo.
Yeah, they keep
the
referring to them as the
Pongos.
Pongos.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like hardcore Patriarchy,
Patriarchy.
Pongo-triarchy.
Patriarchy.
That's pretty good.
Patriarchy.
Oh, patriarchy.
That's
Wow. Or if the colonel
I'm
is...
so glad Bow Wow Wow's back. We're back, baby.
Yeah, we
Wow,
are
wow.
back. We are
Baby.
back, baby. Yum, yum.
Hey, you said it.
Or if that's just the colonel wilding out.
Well,
as they
doesn't,
say.
Well, multiple people.
Yeah,
or
doesn't
dogs.
the big dog in London,
The Great
Yeah.
Dane?
the Great Dane shout at them, calls them the Pongos when he's like, "Oh, if you get lost, use the bark network." He says like, "Good luck, Pongos."
Yeah. Yeah. So it's either his name is Pongo Pongo,
Yeah.
Which
which
is
very,
pretty good.
That's a pretty good name for a dog.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
But does that make it Roger Pongo? And then he named his dog Pongo.
Oh, I hope so.
And then she presumably takes his last name.
I
Yeah.
guess.
1961.
Right.
Well, they get to get married.
So it's Roger and Anita Pongo
Yep.
and their dogs.
Pongo Pongo.
Pongo
And Purdy
Purdy
Pongo.
and
Purdy
Purdy
Pongo.
Pongo.
And Patch Pongo.
Yeah.
And Pepper Pongo.
All the puppies Pongo.
The puppies Pongo, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, they should start a singing group.
They should.
I would spend so much money watching the puppies Pongo.
Are you listening, Disney?
That's
Yeah.
the origin story I want to see.
The puppies Pongo?
Yeah, I want to see the origin story of puppies.
I would love to
Out of
see.
Cruella de Vil.
We did. We watched them. They got birthed.
They got birthed,
In the middle of
and
the
the
movie.
nanny was apparently responsible for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
She
the
was like-
nanny and
The nanny's
Anita
doing too much.
birthed 15, helped Purdy birth 15 dogs while Roger and Pongo
How-
just
okay.
smoked and were nervous.
How do they even afford that nanny?
Right? He's like a musician who hasn't sold a song yet. He
Yeah.
sells Cruella de Vil and gets
she-
rich.
She comes with some money.
Yeah.
You think so?
That's
Yeah.
how she made school friends like Cruella.
Oh,
okay.
That's true. She did just get that new hat and coat when they
Yeah.
have their meet cute.
Where's Spring at?
Is her dad God?
Whoa.
And now
Oh.
they went to school for deities.
No, sure.
Deity
Children of deities.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe.
It was unless it was in Greece, that's a pretty limited classroom, right?
That's
Yeah.
true with
Oh, sure.
Well, but I mean, maybe
monotheistic.
it is England, so maybe there's the
Oh, there's an
Anglican
Anglican
God, the
God and
Catholic
Catholic
God.
Yeah,
God.
and then
Sure.
once you get the Catholics, there's all the saints are sort of
But the saints aren't having
Borderline.
kids.
Yeah, but they also stole a bunch of pantheons from the global south and turned them into saints to make colonization easier.
Oh,
So
sure. I feel like for our classroom, we're really talking about just
just the two of them.
two students, maybe.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
are
that's
still-
why
they're
you would-
still friends.
yeah, that's why you would
guess.
keep a
That's
friend
Like,
if
that's all
she's-
she's all I know.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Like
Rough.
we've been friends since we were kids,
rough.
and this is just how she is.
I mean, if you saw her
Rough,
father,
rough.
you would appreciate how nice she is.
Yeah.
Cruella?
But she can't. Yeah, but
No.
but Anita can't say that to Roger. He won't understand.
Right.
He's never been friends with a deity's kid.
No, he spends his whole time in his bachelor pad with his dumb
Although
dog.
really, the devil isn't a deity. Devil's just the devil, right?
I mean, I guess it depends
fallen
on what you call a
angel.
deity at that point. He's a king. He rules over his own realm at this point.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's close enough.
Well, anyway, whatever school that was, who's gonna teach those kids?
I don't know.
This is the origin story I want to see.
I would love to see a young Sergeant Tibbs go on adventures with the colonel before he's just completely lost it, and the
Yes.
Captain Horse. Maybe they, for example, get lost and have to find their way back home
No.
through thick and thin and the
Right.
wonders of nature's bounty.
Yeah.
Maybe they run into a bear, and
Yeah.
it's harrowing,
There's a bear,
but
there's a
ultimately
river.
it's fine because they get
Home.
home. I'm just saying.
They're-
where they were
you know what?
bound.
I
They're
bet
bound
that'd be a
to.
fun movie to watch.
No, I think it's a terrible movie to watch.
Okay.
No one would watch that movie.
Well,
I
I'd
felt a
watch it,
little
but-
bit tricked into watching this movie.
I mean,
Did we discuss that this movie was all about animal danger and that you didn't realize it was beforehand? Yes, we did.
yes, we did. The premise of this movie is literally here's a bunch of dogs. This woman's going to try to murder them.
well, I just thought it was a smaller part of the movie, and it'd be less scary. I didn't know there was going to be like a forced march.
Well,
through
none
the
of us
snow.
remember
Forced
that.
march
Jesus
caught me by
Christ, that was
surprise.
intense.
It really was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's when I was like, "This is what Homeward Bound is." And you just said it takes place in the spring.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Homeward
true.
Bound does.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no trudging through the snow in Homeward
No,
Bound.
maybe they
No.
could trudge across a river.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's a porcupine at some point.
Sure. But I mean, porcupines can be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wiggle their little butts.
Look at the little butts around.
Yeah, there's a little butt wiggle.
Yeah. Honestly, they are. I mean, they can be kind of. They're
They can be
pretty.
cute.
They're cute if they want to be.
at any rate, this was rougher than expected.
Rough, rough.
God damn it! You have to stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Well, before we get to our final reviews of the movie we just watched, 101 Dalmatians,
there you go.
I was like, should I say % Utah? No.
You're just in too deep
Yeah.
with the bits.
We'd like to read a review of our podcast, totesreal.com, in
Mhm.
the impression of a character for this movie. There's a collection of
Oh,
wonderful
Horace,
British
Jasper,
animals,
the Colonel.
but we do not have a review, so we shall not read one.
Yeah.
What we do have is questions from discord.app.
What?
I feel like it's not .com.
It's the Discord that
Is
is
it a website?
associated with our Patreon. You can
Yes.
have access to it if you become a patron,
Yep.
patreon.com/TotesRecall, and then I assume probably click a button that says go to Discord. Is that available? I don't know. How do people find our Discord?
Oh, I mean, once you have subscribed to an applicable Patreon level, which is almost all of them
Yeah.
except the Michael Jordan one.
Yeah, we don't need that
Because we
trash
don't
talk.
want trash talk in Discord. Then you have to go in your Patreon settings
Okay.
and connect your Discord account
Yes.
to your Patreon account.
Got it.
And then you'll automatically be added to the server.
Easy peasy.
Let's leave this in.
We will talk you through.
Yeah.
If
You
you're
can always send us an
hesitating,
email or give us a call.
And Patreon definitely has instructions on how to do this.
100%.
Some
Utah.
Utah.
Dalmatians.
No.
uh,
So we have Discord questions? Is that what
I
we're
believe
saying?
so.
yes. Okay. I love this. So this is untraditional that I'm reading them.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
as
I
we
feel
saw
like
from
the
60-second
last-
summary,
yeah, I
like,
think-
this is going to go great.
Yeah. Here. Well, I'm just gonna. Here you go. Try to stick with tradition as much as possible.
Now, sure.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You got space.
Oh, these are great questions. All right. Trevor Impersonator asks, if you were all dogs,
Oh.
what kind would you be?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that spot at the beginning with the dogs all looking like their owners. So I
Oh,
think
right.
you can either
Yes.
choose a
it's
dog
pretty
or you
good.
could say what kind of dog do you look like?
Right.
mm.
I think, gosh, I don't know. We have a small, long wiener dog
Yeah.
hybrid, and I often wonder, like, do we look like this? I mean, it is a short dog. We're short people, my wife and I. But I don't know. What dog would I be? I just like being a weird looking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Corky.
Mhm.
Oh no, here's the dog I would be.
Here we go.
The dog I saw at Dog Park once I still think about, which was a Basset Hound Labrador mix.
Yes.
Which
Oh.
just looked like
Oh, they're amazing.
like the face of a lab
Yeah.
and like the coat, but then the body is like a barrel and the stubby feet, and
they're
it's just like
incredible.
excited,
Yeah.
but it like can't move fast.
They're the most amazing
That's a dog I would be.
sins against God I've ever seen.
I just
I've seen a
laugh
couple
looking
before.
at myself all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know dogs very well.
Just describe
What
a
kind
dog.
of cat would you be?
Molly.
Okay.
I do feel more akin to a cat.
Yeah.
Just because of the lounging in the sun. I
Okay.
enjoy that.
What kind of cat then?
Just a nice one.
See, this is why Trevor Impersonator specifically asked for dogs.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, my
Okay.
cat's just a cat.
Then
I don't know.
I'd be a nice dog.
Wow.
What would it
boy.
look like? What would it have? Short hair, long
Short
hair,
long hair.
big nose, no nose.
It'd be a dog with no nose.
Okay. So
No,
a
like a
flat
pug.
faced hound.
Oh, like
Like
a
a pug or like a bulldog.
Oh, I don't want to be a pug. Pugs are always like.
French bulldog.
Yeah.
Little French bulldog.
Oh yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
cute.
Okay, I'd be a French
I
bulldog.
could see you as a
Excellent.
French bulldog.
Yeah, that works.
Thanks. Thank you.
I guess I could be a pug. I do have some nasal issues.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Be the lab hound thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this dog exists, but if it does, I bet it's hilarious. I imagine like some kind of like greyhound, like Labrador, just lanky, bumbling doofus, right? I feel like that would be me. Like because labs are a little too bulky for me to just be 1-to-1, right?
Yeah.
They're thick dogs.
Yeah.
But like a lab, like the doofy labness mixed with like one of the more weirder, lankier dogs.
Yeah.
It's probably where I would land.
All of these. I like all dogs. Of course, my first thought was my dog, which is a pit bull terrier.
Yeah.
Wonderful dog.
Hippo dog.
Hippo dog who has adorable triangle ears. I feel like adorable triangle ears are what draws me to dogs. So I think I would have triangle ears. And I might look like this dog that my friend made friends with.
Yeah.
I guess anyway, they're dog friends. And it was just this one day at this one dog park, and this dog was it had white fur, but it looked like a Muppet.
Yes.
Like
I
it just,
love a Muppet dog.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Like just like full, like when it ran, it had a certain regency and a certain like efficiency. It was very fast, but it was kind of undermined by all that floppy fur.
Yes.
I feel like that's me. There it is.
I love it.
Mhm.
Love a good dog. Love a good dog. Just thinking about sometimes I get yelled at walking my dog. Just people roll down the window and go, "That's a good dog." I always appreciate them. It's the only time it's acceptable to yell at strangers out your window.
Yeah, teens?
Complimenting
Hey.
dogs.
Hey.
Yeah.
You can compliment dogs, but leave people alone.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? One time I was walking down the street and I had my dog in a Wonder Woman costume because it was Halloween.
Of course.
And there was a couple people in a car and they swerved and pulled over, stopped. And a woman leaned out like half of her body out the window and said, "That is the best thing I've ever seen. Thank you." And they drove off. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
That's fantastic.
That's great. All right. Carzon asks, how is it being 35 again and coming back together after a year apart? Will you continue the text message updates during the movie viewing?
Ooh.
Oh, we forgot.
You did
not
not
text
do
each
that.
other, although
No.
we all had to charge our phones.
Yes.
We're using them to record video.
I adored being in the same room with Dan Linden again because
Wow.
of the
Yes.
standing up
We're
and
not-
cheering and the full body
Yeah.
reaction
Yeah.
to some of the great
It is.
moments.
It is fun to watch you both react to the film.
Mhm.
Molly at one point was
Oh,
like
yeah.
just losing her mind.
Yeah, Molly was having a great time. Like the dogs are super cute. Literally, the second Jasper and Horace are like, "Yeah, we're gonna kill these dogs," she's like, "This movie sucks. Why are we watching it?" Just a complete 180.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
just
good.
like wanted it to be over immediately.
And then at one point, you were like covering your face, but also talking, and we couldn't really understand what you were saying. I assume it was like, "Why are these dogs marching through the snow? I hate this," but we'll never know.
We'll never know.
And then Dan was also saying jokes under his breath in the corner.
Yes. I
That every
appreciate
once in
watching
a
movie
while
with Beth because
I caught.
she could hear when I mumble jokes to no one.
It's pretty great.
So good to be back. We didn't text. Samai asks, have Molly's Wikipedia phone habits changed over the last 15 months?
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
I feel
no
like
Wikipedia corner.
So
my habit is largely based on the movie and how much I'm into it or not into it.
Hmm.
do you feel like you've kind of like gotten the process down though? Like, do you feel like you absorb that information more efficiently than you did at the beginning?
To be completely honest, I feel like I read 20 things that really grab me
Mhm.
and like maybe 3 half stick.
Yeah.
And so even though I've just read it, I am unable to tell you that information with any precision or clarity unless I write it down. And I that's like a 50-50 shot.
On brand.
On brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is the one forum where it's acceptable to be that, because like in my work life and stuff, just to be clear, in my work life, I can handle data and information.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
employers.
employ us.
Yeah. But also just give us money and we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, Mega Corps. Don't give us jobs.
Give us
Become
money.
our patrons.
Ooh, patreon.com/Totes Recall.
Should we start a salary tier?
Oh.
God, no.
Like-
Quick
Like
shout
a full
out.
salary.
Real quick shout out to Mackenzie, whatever your last name is now.
Scott.
Scott?
Yeah.
Mackenzie Scott,
Yes.
ex-wife of Jeff Bezos. We will
Mhm.
still take whatever insane amount of money we ask for.
$1 million a month.
Thank you.
Mhm.
We will stop. Do we have to stop this podcast or just additional podcasts? I don't remember.
I think we stopped this podcast and only
Dedicate our energy to Bezos the Clown, Bezos Stupid. We will
We
talk
have
about
so much material.
so much material. We'll talk about how he's a jerk and he probably broke a bunch of labor laws down in Alabama.
Ugh.
Oh, this whole thing going to space with his brother.
Oh, he's like, and how like all of the internet wished death upon him within like 12 hours.
I did sign a petition for him never to come back from space. Change.org. And I think I think our pocketbooks are open
Yes.
for Melinda French Gates
Oh.
to
Absolutely.
join in on this.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Fuck all billionaires.
Yes.
Even the good ones are
Are
not
bad.
that great.
Yeah.
But even we also realize that you are also billionaires,
Sure.
but
But different.
in a revenge way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your billionaire-ness for good, which is paying a regional podcast to drag your ex-husbands.
We won't even advertise that it's you.
No,
And actually, we'll accept money from anyone who wants to
that's
try.
true. If you
An
can,
anonymous donor gave us
Listen.
$1 million
Yes.
a month.
yes. Hey, this is good. Collective power. If you, the listeners, can pull together $1 million a month.
We should check the tapes because I think it might be $10 million a month.
Oh.
Listen,
Okay.
I would accept $1 million.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
no,
be-
okay,
I mean,
Molly.
Come on.
this is Mackenzie
we
Scott.
We gotta stand together or hang apart or whatever it is.
Did that answer the question?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Bedvis asks, does the film leave you longing for a deep dive into Corella's backstory?
No.
No.
It does not.
Not at all.
Yes, if it is about her devil
Yeah,
father.
but that's not the film. That's this great podcast.
Oh no, I don't want to see that movie at all.
Yeah.
I have no interest.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a Dalmatian murder
Ugh.
by Dalmatians.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, also a quick callback to the last time I got pissed at Disney. They definitely did it again with this movie where they were like, we definitely have a gay character. We're so good at this. Check
Yeah.
out Cruella, the movie. There's a gay character, and it's the same bullshit as always.
Mm.
Yes, Disney, go harder on representation. You monsters.
Great.
Is the end of that. My last name is a palindrome. My last name is
Oh,
a palindrome.
that's the post on Discord. I thought you were just
Yeah.
saying that
I
out
was like,
loud.
really?
No.
I'm
My last name is
pretty sure
Belgium
it's not.
asks, have you heard some of the wild stuff in the original novel and its sequel? I have not. I just found out today that it's
Right?
a novel from someone at this table.
The credits, the opening credits of the movie.
No, Molly said it earlier,
Oh, yes.
but I don't know any details about the novel. There's wild stuff?
Now I'm even more interested. If
I
there's
didn't
wild stuff,
think to Wikipedia the novel.
Well,
Well,
And then
we-
is
so
this
the
a
answer
novel-
is no.
the answer is no.
Wait, is the
We
novel
haven't heard
based
about it.
on? It's not the original. It's like a new thing.
No, I think it's the
I guess-
original work, right?
Oh, the original
I
book.
think
yeah.
or do they mean the novelization of the movie?
Yeah,
I,
I mean,
did
honestly,
have a child's novelization of this movie that I read a lot.
What?
Yeah.
This is just coming up now?
Sorry.
and you couldn't remember more details about the movie.
It focused on Lucky. Maybe that had a Bobby. Maybe that had a
Mm.
bloodhound dressed as
I
a
bet it
dog
did.
in it.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky was the central character, and they basically it was like one of those ones where it's almost the story of the movie, but definitely not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Lucky doesn't even exist for like the first.
Yeah, like Lucky is finding all the puppies, but there's like less puppies.
What? No Sergeant
What?
Tibbs?
Ugh.
Sergeant Tibbs is still there, I think.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Well, let's read the book and get back to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to books.
Yeah. Hey, when you're done with this podcast, go read a book
Read a book.
for the next 4 weeks and then download the next episode
But
of this
yeah.
podcast.
Purchase it from an independent bookseller.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or support your
Not-
local library.
Amazon.com.
Yeah.
What.com?
Nothing.
Don't even say it.
He who must not be named.com.
They'll come for us.
Cruella de Vil's father.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And we're open to offers on novelizations of our podcast.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Accepting bids now.
Yeah. I request first pass, though, on the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all get story back credits.
Yeah.
Obs. All right. Amanda ML asked, how did you get Molly to agree to a movie with so much animal danger?
Oh.
We just didn't mention it
Yeah,
we
ahead of
just
time.
plowed
I
ahead.
just got swept up in the whole how funny is it to do 101 Dalmatians for our 100th episode.
Very
I didn't
Answer,
even
very
think about it.
Yeah, you were so focused on the number part
was.
of the
Yeah.
title.
And how cute the puppies would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I just thought it was a smaller amount of time that they were in danger.
Right.
Like, oh no, they were stolen and now they're back.
Right.
But anyway, I've already gone through it.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like movies, though, right? Like the danger is most of the film.
Right.
I mean, if you say it like that, then it makes sense that I should have been more worried.
Yeah. All right.
But like some movies, like as far as Molly would know, like maybe a lot of this movie is just Lucky and Rolly just like sitting around talking about life, man, and getting older, and
I mean, I
Sure.
got a lot of like puppies watching TV.
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of old dogs listening to each other across the way.
That was nice. I really enjoyed that Twilight Network. But when that
Twilight
danger
Park.
hit, that danger was brutal. I did not
Intense.
care for it.
Real camping trip.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Okay.
What?
Intense.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
Oh,
Are you
Dan.
kidding me?
Why'd you make me say what it was? I was already upset.
Just could have left it there.
Ugh.
God,
We already know the setup. He's used it so many times.
I block it out every time.
Well, thank you to all our
Yes.
patrons on Discord and everywhere. We love you. Okay, our rating scale, as we all remember, is Cruella Duduville.
Of course, yes. Of course I remember that.
Which are emoji poop shaped pinatas, sort of styled to also represent Cruella Duville.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the coat and the maybe black and white
She has
hair.
her head, her arms, and her legs.
Whole face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen to women, Dan.
And when you break them open, they have Tic Tacs, the boxes of Tic Tacs, though, of course, some of the
I mean,
boxes
if
have-
you
And
swing it
loose.
as hard as, say, Horace with a chair leg,
Sure.
Mhm.
like, you're going to break some of those Tic Tac containers.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Was that
God.
Horace? Was
Horace had the
shorter
chair
one?
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
so unprepared to
Right?
harvest the skins
Oh,
of
we'll just
dogs.
break this old furniture and knock these pups out.
Ugh.
How are they going to skin them?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Mm.
Fair
So-
enough.
And they're like drunk. Jasper's drunk.
Yeah, Horace is
Yeah.
just hopped up on half-eaten sandwiches.
He tried to drink a cat. He's so drunk.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was really
Sergeant
good.
Tibbs.
Tibbs plays it cool until the last moment.
Yep.
When he can't anymore.
Classic cat.
Yeah. All right. Dan, you gave it 4. You had no nostalgia attached to it because you've maybe only seen it one time. But you're going to trust pop culture that it's pretty good.
Yes, I did not have nostalgia because every moment of this movie was just like, nope, I don't recall any of this except for that sharp turn with the Cruella de Vil car, which she
Yeah.
does constantly.
Right. Oh, we should talk about real quick how she fully transforms into a monster in the end, where her car explodes apart.
Yes,
and
and there's like
just,
flames
coming
shooting out of it.
and her
Yeah.
eyes just turn into like
Yeah.
Explosion bursts.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
also like she clearly could have made it on the street racing circuit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if she's just not focused so much on dogs and focused on
Family.
family
Family.
or whatever the part of that franchise is about racing.
Yeah.
1 quarter,
Quarter mile at a time.
Yeah.
Nas.
Nas.
Drifting.
That's not the
25
car. It's how
puppies
you
at a
drive.
time.
Mhm.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, I didn't remember this movie at all, obviously, because the Bark Network just knocked me on my ass with joy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was really, I don't know, it was fun and really well made. I thought the animation was really good. Even, I mean, it had like a rougher style than maybe some of the earlier stuff, like the whatever we watched, the Snow White and the Dwarves. Because I guess, like Molly said, they were figuring out how to do it cheaper. But it was still really cool, and the animals were all adorable. They were non-dog animals that were also great.
Yeah.
It was great. 5 doo-doo fills.
Wow.
Whoa.
I had a great
Wow.
time.
Wow.
Good job,
Wow.
movie.
Job movie.
Did I say that? Doo-doo-villes? Is that right?
Yeah, it was
Cruella
great.
Dudeville.
Cruella.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Cruella Doo-doo-villes. I'm hanging 5 pinatas. I have probably, I'm going to say, at least $60 worth of Tic Tacs.
Sure.
I don't know how much Tic Tacs go for.
Got a couple tables you can break the legs off.
Yeah,
of and start
exactly.
Smash up with these pinatas. Beth, you gave it 4. You loved it as a child.
Yes. You know, I just did not remember any of it. And I'm starting to think that a lot of the things that I said in the first half maybe happened in the live action movie.
Mm.
But I don't remember really liking the live action movie.
Do the dogs talk in the live action version?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But having not remembered a lot of it, I really enjoyed it. I thought the puppies were very cute. I think Cruella DeVille could be a better villain.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I'm going to stick with 4. 4 Cruella Duduvilles.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought I would give it a 4. I was feeling like this movie was only okay, but also I was very excited somehow. And it still carried through. It's like, when I think about it, it's like fine. And there's like some parts that I really like, but somehow I also really enjoyed it. Maybe it's just the joy of we're back, baby. But I'm going to stick with 4. Yeah. Molly, you were Beelzebub, Big Man, Bolo, we're back, baby, Beth's boyfriend, Butcher Baggins.
Back baby.
Back, baby. And gave it a 5. Even though you thought maybe you had never seen it.
Having seen it now, I am sure I have not seen it, and I don't know what movie I was thinking of. And I want to apologize to our listeners, except that it's so true to my form
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
totally forget. So anyway, yeah, I've never seen it.
Huh.
So, but it was so fun to watch. I think they really had me from the very beginning with all of the pet owners with their dog. The whole premise, Twilight Bark. Really everything except the animal danger.
Sure.
And like, I really want to deduct points for that. But I feel like the parts that I remember are the happy parts. So it is our anniversary.
Mhm.
Wow.
7 years. It's our
Wow.
100th episode.
Wow.
I'm giving it a 5.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
God
Wow.
damn it.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
everyone, this is because it is our 100th episode. If you head to totesrecall.com right now,
Ooh.
Right now?
yeah,
Right
right
now?
now, there is a list of, okay, well, something you might not know about me
I'm listening.
is I have seen all 100 plus the 23 changes of the AFI's 100 greatest films.
Oh, wow. What an accomplishment.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
thank you.
Me too.
What?
I have also seen 123 movies.
Okay.
Okay,
That's,
all right.
that's,
Oh,
that's less impressive.
Just
but-
annoying.
So,
Wow.
but here's the thing.
Two cinephiles. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I'm a cinephile.
I'm also
Dan
that.
is also a cinephile.
2 equal cinephiles.
But you too can become a cinephile.
What?
I don't
Bye.
have time to watch 123 movies.
No, you just have to watch 100.
Oh, easy.
If you head to totesrecall.com right now, you can find a printout checklist
Mhm.
of all of the movies that we've watched for this podcast.
Wow.
And if you watch all of them and you check it off and you post it on social media somewhere, if you don't have social media, just email it to us, I guess.
Yeah. But also tell a friend.
But also tell a friend.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't
In
have
person.
social media, tell a friend and make them post on social media for you.
And we will send you a special prize.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's our Totes challenge to you. Become a cinephile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totes,
Totes.
cinephile.
Cinephile. It's like a cinephile in big bold letters, and there's an asterisk And when you look at the asterisk, it says Totes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totes Recall Podcast.
Yeah.
Heard of it.
Regional podcast.
Do you know
heard
that they've
of
had
it.
100 episodes?
That is amazing.
Right?
They must have been working on this for what, like 3 years?
7 years.
No, wait, who would do a podcast for 7 years? But they probably didn't like drop an episode once a month all that time.
Every month.
Every
At
month.
least once a month.
Really?
Yes.
Even October?
What?
October's the
The
hardest month.
scariest of the
Yeah.
months.
It's too scary, but yeah, the ghosts might get you.
Oh, I see.
Well,
We-
I'm really proud and I'm excited because I feel like we wouldn't do this if it weren't obviously for us, but also for people listening.
Yeah. Quick shout out to all listeners who have at some point in the last 7 years / 100 episodes let us know how much you enjoy the show.
And or how much you hate us in the first half.
Yes, absolutely.
But only in a nice way. No shout outs to the people that actually hate us.
Yeah. That one guy that left a review on Apple Podcasts.
That guy was hilarious. It's always nice to hear that someone is actually listening to this and enjoys it. If you'd like to tell us about it, you can of course
Oh.
always call
612.
612
089.
But a
Do. The last 4 letters don't matter, but you do. There's 2 T's in putt.
It doesn't matter though.
And if you are not as smart as we clearly are,
Yeah.
and you can't quite figure out what that number is based on the jingle, you can of course just go to totesrecall.com.
Scroll down.
Find the number. Maybe scroll up too, depending on where you are. Because
Yeah.
if you're already on totesrecall.com,
We will
looking at
meet
that
you where
cinephile
you're
list.
at,
True.
and we will give you that phone number.
Yes.
Call us. That's fun. We love
is
it when
fun.
people call.
100 episodes, 100 voicemails. There you go. There's a new challenge.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a big challenge. That is a big
Everyone
challenge.
looked at me like, can we do 100 voicemails?
If you leave 100
Sure.
voicemails, no.
I'm not going to listen to 100 voicemails, but I'll listen to the first few.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll listen to
We'll
100
help.
voicemails.
We'll divvy it up.
All right.
Listen,
Let's
if that
do
is
it.
our biggest problem, actually, I wish our biggest problem were how to make a brand new podcast trash talking Bezos. That'd be
that'd be
amazing.
great.
Bezos?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That'll be the first episode.
Yeah.
Get it wrong.
Hey, Jeff, what's
Just-
your freaking last
We
name?
don't even know how to say it. That's how stupid that name is.
Ooh, why don't you go into space with your dumb name?
Yeah, get out of here, bud.
Do we have to talk in that voice?
I mean, that's up to Mackenzie Scott, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel
she
like
can
we're really
assign
just
us
workshopping
characters.
here.
I'm excited for that,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for our podcast.
Yeah, here's
do
to another X number of episodes.
100.
100.
Sure, I didn't want to commit
So
to
we-
anything.
So we can watch 102 Dalmatians.
Oh, right.
For our
That's
200th
good.
episode.
Ooh, that's a good point. Okay, that's the new goal.
That's a new goal.
100 more for 102.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or, I mean, the other 101 Dalmatians.
How dare
movie.
you?
You know what? Cancel it.
Podcast over.
Does 102 Dalmatians exist?
I think so. I think it was
Yeah.
a
Oh, that's straight to-
DTV.
DTV.
that's fun.
I'll tell you what, if you make that camping joke again, it might be our last one.
No one said the code word.
You get activated like Jason Bourne.
Yeah. The Winter Soldier.
Ooh, oh, that's a better example for these kids today.
Yeah, they love the Winter Soldier.
Hey,
Hey,
oh,
Bucky
it's
Barnes.
Sebastian Stan. There we go. He's an actor. Look it up.
Oh, yeah, Disney.
He's in that movie where he's skating. He doesn't skate. He's just a jerk.
What
Nancy
are you
Kerrigan's
talking
Cutting
about?
Edge.
Skate.
Like ice skating?
Yes, Margot Robbie.
I, Tanya.
Oh, I
Tanya. He's
He's in
in
that?
that.
Is
Yeah,
he a
he's
mustache?
her jackass boyfriend.
Oh, he's
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah, good
Oh.
actor right there.
Good job.
Oh,
Seb
hey.
Stans.
Oh, hey, that's a good
Hey,
actor
Sebby
right
Stan
there.
I don't know if it's past midnight,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
getting close.
It really feels like it.
Feels like about midnight, so...
Hey!
Podcast over.
Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. New episodes of Totes Recall drop on the 15th of every month. For more information and bonus content, visit us at totesrecall.com. Thank you so much for listening.